Hello, we are April 1st today, which thus marks the beginning of the second quarter of the year, 2025, and of course the end of the first quarter. And I guess all office managers, department head were able to take stock of this first quarter, and also to provide prospects for the second quarter. In any case, I think that the idea is to sacrifice yourself to always give your best for the happiness of our people, and so that our country can shine. So I invite all one each to be able to draw new lines for the second quarter. Give your best both in the service, and therefore also in everyday life, so that our country can continue to shine. As for the different fighting forces on the ground, I want to pay tribute to them here for the exceptional work that has been done all along. So, from the last quarter, we were able to progress significantly in the field. We were able to recapture areas that were under terrorist influence 4 or 5 years ago. So we were able to destroy these areas. Other areas are being consolidated currently, which is therefore a very significant progress, but also call on other forces in these areas that are in relative calm to surgery to the permanent watch, because perfidy of the enemy makes that when one is in one relative lull and lower expectations attention, we can often take blows. So it is invited. So all those who are in a relative safety posture to always be able to be vigilant and not be surprised, and other forces to live from the nation. It is invite all workers to redouble their efforts, so that 2025 or 1 year therefore crowns success at all levels. And as for the popular mass, I will invite people to go home, because today more than ever stateless persons, the enemies of the nation, are very active. And you can see that on the side of the lagoon. They have been together for several days. Their objective is to support Burkina Faso, the events of '87. But let's forget that times have changed, and we are on the warpath. We are waiting for them, their mercenaries and their actions. And I want to say it, we will be ruthless, they can continue to dream, but Burkina will continue. And that's why, since ignore last time, I invited all one each to be very vigilant, not to give in to manipulation. As you can see, their action is limited to disinformation, la manipulation, la subversion.
Et c'est pourquoi, depuis ignorer la dernière fois, j'invitais tout un chacun à être très vigilant, à ne pas céder à la manipulation. Comme vous pouvez le constater, leur action se résume à la désinformation, la manipulation, la subversion.
It is necessary that each one can remain serene with the lens in front, not to be diverted, because we will also be stateless of soul.
Pour ne pas se laisser détourner, parce que nous serons aussi sans
those who will let themselves be manipulated. Only those who are greedy, those who want everything for themselves, can be manipulated by these stateless people. Let's stay focused. And if we have to say it loud and clear here, we are not in a democracy.
Nous ne sommes pas dans une démocratie, nous sommes
We are indeed in a popular progressive revolution. Everyone has to understand that. And it is from moreover, more amazing than these who are supposed to be the intellectuals who went to school can imagine that a country can develop in democracy.
Imaginer qu'un pays peut se développer dans la démocratie.
It's not true when we are quoted as having only one country that has developed in democracy. It is not possible. Democracy is only the culmination. We necessarily go through one revolution, and we are indeed in revolution. Those who did not understand it, we still say it loud and clear. Everyone has to incorporate this, and our role in communicating to explain, to make people understand what our evolution is. We will continue to play it. So this question of democracy or libertinism of action or expression has no place, I said it once.
N'a pas sa place. Je l'ai dit une fois.
As much as you think you are free to talk and act, the other is free to speak and act equally. And there we end up with one society of disorder. And as in fact, it's a good thing. We're in the middle of a relationship, patriotic days.
Patriotique. Le thème est d'ailleurs lors
The theme is moreover, during the discipline we do not make revolution in disorder, c'est impossible.
C'est impossible.
And the order we will maintain order and discipline so that we can progress. Because social reforms, political economics, ideological need order and discipline, and
ont besoin d'ordre et de discipline.
Everyone has their own role
Tout
to
un
play in
chacun a son
this.
rôle à jouer dans cela.
So, do you appropriate the revolution? Because many people for 2 years now boarded the boat by opportunism.
Ont embarqué dans le bateau par opportunisme.
Yeah, we are surfing on giant waves. We are in the storm. We are in very strong
Nous
headwinds.
sommes dans des vents de face très forts.
And these people, they can never stay in the boat as we go along.
Au fur et à mesure,
They will fall into the water, and you will see them. But we will continue because our goal is to find calm waters, and to be able to navigate when we will leave the storm on the calm waters. I think we will surf without problem.
surfer sans problème.
So, invite everyone to come home, because the enemy knows how to recruit, and still recruits traitors.
Et il recrute encore des traîtres.
Not more than a few days ago,
Il y a quelques jours,
traitors have been
traîtres ont
arrested,
été arrêtés.
and whom I call a
Qui
traitor,
j'appelle traîtres.
those who are among
Ceux-là qui
us,
sont parmi nous.
who continues to work to be agents for embassies of imperialist countries established in Burkina Faso.
Des pays impérialistes implantés au Burkina Faso.
Some have been arrested, and we will continue to unmask others. They are there in our administration. They are there in civil society organizations. They are there in political organizations. And he manipulates others to destroy them on paths. In any case, contrary to the progress of our country. And that's when we stop them, that we realize that they are indeed agents of these countries, of the embassies of these imperial countries also located in Burkina. Vigilant remains.
Restons vigilants.
Because our revolution does not please to many people.
À beaucoup de personnes.
These local valets and sub-prefects who are there to carry out the orders of their masters, believing that we can end our revolution, that they understand that we have taken all the measures. And I say it one more time, we will be ruthless, and without a state of mind in the face of those who think they can get through of the development of our country. We will continue our revolution. We will develop our infrastructures, whether it be on the health side, on the education side, whether it is the road infrastructure. We will develop our industry, transform what we want, and generate what we have transformed. Burkina will shine, in spite of those who have the still from the 80s Europeanist. So stay focused, stay alert, see signs for the coming quarter, and for the rest of the year, and we will stay so. In this path of victory, we will continue to fight on the ground to recapture our different zones. I can assure you that the progress that is made, the land reconquered in this first quarter, are strategic. And it allowed us to go and locate us to the border. And this is very remarkable. We will therefore continue in this direction, zone par zone, step by step, to clean the territory and regain integrity of our country. Thank you all, good week, and good luck for the quarters that are starting. Be those who also convey our ideology within the popular mass. Thank you very much. Good day to all, and may God bless our dear homeland, fatherland, or death will overcome us. Thank you.
Democracy. Traore's ideology. We are not in a democracy. The statement shocked many, especially international observers. But to Africans watching from the sidelines, it struck a chord. What is democracy really? For decades, Africa has been told to adopt democratic systems, elections, term limits, political parties. But has it worked? For many, democracy has meant weak institutions, manipulated elections, and foreign influence disguised as cooperation. Captain Traore's rejection of democracy isn't about dictatorship. It's about honesty. It's about building a system that works for Africans, not one borrowed from the West. His vision is of a progressive, popular revolution, one where the people are engaged at every level, where development is prioritized over politics, and where leadership is built on action, not words. He believes no country developed under democracy, that economic giants like China, Singapore, and others advance through discipline, focus, and central leadership. Now he wants to apply that lesson to Africa. Is it controversial? Yes, but it's also refreshing. Traore isn't pretending. He's proposing a new African model, one that starts with self-belief. You can't understand Traore without understanding Thomas Sankara, the revolutionary president of Burkina Faso from 1983 to 1987. Sankara renamed the country from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, meaning land of upright people. He refused foreign aid, promoted self-sufficiency, and called out imperialism at every turn. Let us focus a little bit. Traore, Sankara, and the legacy of African revolutionary Sankara was assassinated in 1987. But his legacy lives on. And for many, Ibrahim Traore is the spiritual successor. Traore often references Sankara in his speeches. He speaks of dignity, sovereignty, and building from within. But while Sankara came during the Cold War, Traore emerges in a new era, one where Africa has more tools, a stronger youth population, and louder platforms. Beyond Sankara, Traore fits into a lineage of African revolutionaries, Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, Amilcar Cabral, who all believed in African unity, self-governance, and independence from neo-colonial control. But this time, it's different. The world is watching online, and the youth, they're ready. More than 60% of Africa's population is under the age of 25, and they're tired. Tired of empty promises, tired of foreign interference, tired of waiting. Traore speaks their language. He's young, bold, and unapologetically African. His message resonates not just in Burkina Faso, but across Nigeria, Mali, Ghana, Congo, and beyond. Social media has become a new battleground for African identity. Platforms like Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube are filled with youth demanding real change, pushing Pan-African unity and celebrating their culture unapologetically. Traore has become a symbol of this shift, a rallying point, a face of hope. Whether you agree with his politics or not, one thing is clear. Africa's youth are no longer silent. They're leading protests, building businesses, creating art, and questioning everything they've been told. This is not just political, it's cultural, it's psychological, it's spiritual. The road ahead for Traore is not easy. Already Western powers are watching closely. Sanctions, criticism, and pressure will likely intensify. Inside the country, he must deliver, not just promises, but real security and economic reform. If he fails, the dream could fade. If he succeeds, he may inspire a wave of similar movements across Africa. But the most important question is, can Africa define its own path without asking for permission? That's what this is really about. Not just one man, but an entire continent standing up and saying, enough. Enough dependency, enough mimicry, enough waiting. It's time for African solutions to African problems. Ibrahim Traore may not be perfect, no leader is, but he represents something powerful. The return of revolutionary thinking tailored to today's Africa. In the spirit of Sankara, Nkrumah, and Lumumba, he's igniting conversations we've been afraid to have, and in doing so, he's pushing Africa toward a bold, uncharted path. This is not about Burkina Faso alone. It's about a continental awakening. So whether you're in Dakar, Nairobi, Lagos, Johannesburg, or right in the heart of Ouagadougou, know this: a new Africa is coming, and it starts when we stop asking for permission and start making Africa great.